Shall we get this party started?
Let's.
Whoop whoop.
Ben, what's your best Alex
Hello?
impression? That'll do.
Kept waiting. Sucks.
You're on.
Hello there, and welcome to CrossCast episode 68, recorded live on twitch.tv/the crossplayers on Tuesday, 26th April 2022. My name is Lewis, and today I'm joined by three absolute guys. The first of them being fructose, sucrose, glucose, and everything like those. These were ingredients used to make a boy. The perfect boy. Thus Daniel Ward was born.
Hello.
Hi. I
You
was
okay?
just to come in with a pyro there, but the moment's passed.
With
I'm
a
good,
pie?
thank you. How are you? The pie, yeah.
Move on.
That's what I said. You well?
Yeah, I'm alright, mate. I'm okay. You?
Yes, I'm well, thank you. Next up, doesn't care about story, doesn't care about gameplay, doesn't care about graphics, doesn't care about the genre, doesn't care about the art style, doesn't care about the game, doesn't care about hygiene, doesn't care about work, doesn't care about food, cares about Coldplay, doesn't care about Coldplay fans, doesn't care about you. He only cares about his gamer score and silky PlayStation trophies. Isn't that right, Alex?
Yeah, obviously.
So I have listened to the sit down, so I know you do actually care about Coldplay.
I do care about
And
gold.
you weren't just trolling us by saying that they were your favourite band.
No, I wasn't. I'm not. I mean, I could if I was trying to tell you, I'm sure I could pick someone a bit better than that.
Maybe not. And last but by no means least, freshly sluiced and ready for action, he goes by many names. The Clothes Hanger, Smash Boy, Spanky McFarlane, the Dirty Fumbler, Flump, Keith. But we know him as the Slippery Bugger, Ben. Hi, Ben.
Hello, flumps. I used to love a flump.
Yeah.
Used to. They're still great.
Yeah, but you
Not
don't
a
really
flump in
get
a
them.
while.
Yeah, you can.
When was the last time you had a flump?
Mate, I live in the north. You can get a flump here, like.
Just
Hang out the window.
in a Greggs.
Do you want a
Put
flump,
one
lad?
in your mouth as an adult.
Do you want a flump, mate?
How much are flumps these days?
I don't know.
Do you get a bag? Do you get a bag of flumps, or are flumps the long ones?
Does he seem like the sort of person that looks at the price tag on a flump?
Nah, they cost what they cost, mate. That's what they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when you buy them in bulk from Costco. That's the only matter.
Inflation. The only thing inflating is my waist size. Oh, you alright?
So you blame Mark. You blame Mark for that, but you bring it on yourself, Dan.
Yeah.
I just feel like we've got like fill the quota. No pun intended. While Mark's not here, so
What was that you were just drinking there? Just
none of your
looks
fucking
like
business. Leave me alone.
It
It was it's lemonade, and it's in a nice new PlayStation glass, which is
Oh, yeah.
part of my pick up and play. I was
Is that
more-
actual glass or is it like a plastic cup?
No, it's actual. Yeah, actual glass, but it's not like frosted. It's like a proper wrapped one. So the frosted one I had previously came apart, but this is lovely, really lovely. It was 13 quid with a mug and 2 coasters from Game. But you know what? I'm going to save the box it came in because that was the most impressive part. So I'm going to save that.
Cool.
Wow.
Very good.
That is.
Finally custard with real glass.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I said I'm fat, not unwell.
The other one, the frosted one, fell apart because he smashed it in someone's face. Yeah. Argued with him. I'm the most agile here.
Oh, God's sake. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I'm not saying anything.
Got him.
No, the one with Agile in my title, so
You are, yeah.
Congratulations
Oh, it's not
on
happened
your
yet.
meaningless job title.
Agile stripper.
Exactly.
Mr. Agile, what have you got to drink?
I've got some leftover freedom from the weekend.
That's really annoyed me, that Mr. Agile.
Yeah. Everything's just one big bait. Mr. Agile, Alex, so is that the same can that...
Ben, you do projects. How you getting on?
I managed it.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
That's not the same... That's a different can. The way you said leftovers was like, it was a can that you
No,
started
no,
on
sorry. It's
Saturday.
it's
Bit of fag ash in there.
It's found on the floor.
concoction.
Lethal. Ben, what about you?
It's just diluting juice. No biggie.
Oh, yeah. What have you got in it?
What have I got in it?
Yeah.
No chia seeds.
Why not?
No. I'm not as daring as you. It was your
Well,
exotic tastes.
Baby steps. Maybe one day you'll be sat where you're diluting juice and say, you know what? This needs a bit of extra texture. I'm going to add in some chia seeds.
You know what? I enjoy gagging when I have a drink. Let's have fun.
But funnily enough, because chia seeds go gelatinous, very low chance of gag because it'll just slip right down.
Surely
I've
more
got-
chance of it
Yeah.
gagging on
Yeah.
something gelatinous than something pure liquid.
Still-
Like, I'm sorry, I don't want to
What a
shame
all-
you
it goes
publicly,
all-
but that's a ridiculous statement.
No, because it's all slippy and slimy, so it'll just slip right down there.
More slippy than water.
Throat
Yeah.
of experience.
Throat
Try it,
of
Ben.
experience.
Should you just eat like a duck?
If we were still doing funny episode titles, that would be a great thing.
Ben, you're the one with the diluting juice.
Now Dan's
Go-
project managing it.
Yeah, I am project managing it. For good reason as well. You guys can't be left for it. God's sake.
Go and get yourself chia seeds. I've got this nano bot.
Beavertown?
Beavertown, yes. My
What
main
you
reason for
think we
getting
do?
this one was
wait, as well.
it was £1.50 in Sainsbury's.
That's good.
That's good.
Very good. I got some I think it's blood orange ones. I don't know, something like that.
Let's see a northern monk there.
Yeah,
What are you drinking, Dan?
hazy
big
pale
can.
ale as well. So I've got that ready to crack when you guys start doing me head in.
Waiting for it to open. Yeah, there we go. It's okay. You're the second most agile person on this podcast.
I think I've had more agile training than anybody else.
Yeah.
You have fuck off. APMG certified. Piss off. Foundation practitioner. Get lost.
Oh, makeup artist. So that is.
Bloody good rep, Chris Finch.
MUA.
Mwah.
Mwah.
All right. Shall we jump into some new news?
Yeah.
Kept waiting.
Tonight, the headlines. Elden Ring has been given a demake. Some PS Plus games have been leaked. There's something else about PS Plus game trials. There's something else, again, about the Mario movie, and something else about Sifu. Those are the news topics for this evening. The first one, Elden Ring demake. Some crazy so-and-so has decided to do a demake of Elden Ring. So what they have, I think it looks like it's for the Game Boy, and it looks really, really cool. So there's a video on Kotaku that I'm looking at just now, and it's the first area that you come to. So when you
Limgrave.
No, the very first area, which is just off Limgrave. There's an island, just a castle,
yeah.
just off
That
Stormvale.
sword
So
boy.
there. Yeah, that one with the guy with all the swords. A video of that running on a Game Boy looked really, really cool. I just thought I'd mention it because it looks like quite fun. I'm unsure if it's the whole game. That would be insane. But it gets up to the point where the character dies, and of course, "You Died" appears on screen, and the video finishes. Much fun.
What's the soundtrack like to that? Was there any sound?
I assume so. I watched the video on mute.
This week on Lewis Describes YouTube Videos.
What were you wearing at the time?
It's quite a lot of ambience in this one. I can't play it for you. I can describe it.
One commenter on YouTube quipped, "Should have thrown a Pokeball at that motherfucker."
Oh,
Very funny.
I get it.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
That's cool. I like
That's
these
cool.
little
Yeah, that's
remake
cool.
things. I think one reviewer of some repute did actually describe Infernax as a bit of an Elden Ring demake
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, that was me, by the way. That's what I described.
Did you know? So that's that.
So I think
Quite
I
cool.
inspired it. Essentially, is what
You are very inspirational.
it has been said.
Next up, the apparent leak of May's PS Plus games. Do you know what they are? What the leak? What it's meant to be? What the leak is?
Yeah, the kind of big ones: FIFA 22, and then Tribes of Midgard and Curse of the Dead Gods.
They are indeed.
I mean, and these have tended to be fairly
It's by the same
trustworthy
person.
over the last few months.
Yeah, who's got it right every month since October or something like that.
This one just feels, I don't know, it doesn't feel, FIFA 22 doesn't feel right.
We're
I don't know what.
What are we, like a few months off it? Off
Yeah, but it's
23
not even
coming out?
hit EA. Not even hit EA Play yet. So it hit EA Play June last year we had that FIFA tournament, wasn't it? So
Yeah.
it feels like it's too close to be hitting EA Play to be the kind of the headline PS Plus game, but it probably will be. So I've locked in my trade-in price for FIFA 22 anyway, just so that it drops. Because I might as well get rid of it now that I'll have it.
What is the trade-in price for that? It can't be much, surely.
19 quid, so that's actually not bad.
That's pretty good.
Surprising.
Something. Yeah.
Curse of the Dead Gods is very good. Not one that I stuck with to the end, because this was like last year before I found my groove. And but it's very cool if you like roguelites. It's a very good one of them. Dungeon crawling, good shit.
Yeah, according to Push Square, both FIFA 22 and Tribes of Midgard, you get the PS5 and PS4 versions. And Curse of the Dead Gods is just PS4. That I just clicked on Curse of the Dead Gods there, and it's that isometric rubbish camera angle view that I don't like, and you cemented me not playing it by saying it was roguelike.
It's also
it's-
very similar to Hades.
That's a
That
definite no.
seals the deal for you.
Final
Thank
nail
you.
in that coffin.
That is well and truly buried. That is 6 feet under already.
I don't want to waste your time.
Thanks, Ben. Appreciate it. So that's that. And then, what I mean, in terms of like the PS Plus games, do you think they're trying to? I mean, FIFA 22 does seem a bit different from what there has been over the last few months. Do you think they're maybe trying to like a slight upturn in games before the switch over in June to the new tiered system?
Yeah, I reckon so. I think they're probably just buying the time a little bit in terms of what they've got left in the tank, and then day one they're going to want to go, we've got FIFA 22 as a big advertising thing, within that offering. I wouldn't be half surprised if EA Play isn't bundled in, similar to what the Xbox did as well. Because again, why wouldn't you do that with your platform if Xbox have already done it with Game Pass? So yeah, there's a few things, but I don't know. I'm still not over enamored with the actual messaging that's been out there this week. For the new PS Plus, it's still pretty crap and very sterile. So yeah, this is better. It's something different for people, but I'm a bit pissed off I got the digital version of FIFA 22 now, so
As you can't trade it in at all.
can't trade in yet. So
I suppose you've had a lot of hours of fun on it, and many of those hours are thumping Alex.
yeah, I paid more in Ultimate Team packs than I think I have for the game 6 times over. So, yeah, that was not a good patch. Yeah.
Very good. Right, PS Plus game trials. What's that about?
The rumour is essentially that PlayStation have reached out to developers to say that any game which will be listed in the PlayStation Store for a wholesale price of greater than $34 must have a 2-hour game trial within 3 months of it being released.
I'm there for that.
What?
I think that's good. I think just the opportunity to try anything, one, makes me more curious about reviews and wanting to digest things online about that game, and then immediately know that I can jump into it if I have got that top tier with PlayStation Plus.
Yeah.
I think it's a really good idea. I think it's a little bit shortchangey compared to what Game Pass do, but if there's things on there that I want to try that I don't want to pay full price for, a great example would have been Horizon Forbidden West. Play that for the first couple of hours, keep my game save, wait for it to go down in price, then play it later down the line. So I kind of got that FOMO itch scratched. But yeah, it's still positive. It's still more stuff, and anything in that service is good. So
I think where my biggest surprise of this is that I took from the game trials, it would be first party game trials. I think to hear that they're pushing it against, and I don't know if it's all developers. I mean, it's obviously just a kind of rumour at the moment of developers being contacted to do this, but you wonder if people are on that cusp of pricing it could bring some prices down so that they don't have to do the game trial, because you can think of some developers that might struggle to actually have the manpower to create that game trial. I know they'll have 3 months within release to get it out there. But it still could put pressure on them to either get that in to get the price that they want, or you could see it pushing the price just under that to prevent them having to have the game trial at all.
What is the price threshold?
It's $34, but that's wholesale price, so it depends what cut that PlayStation essentially taking the top of that. It's probably talking $40 maybe more.
It's there for the premium games.
I quite like it. I think they're trying something, which is great. Because obviously we're so used to like the winners of the previous console generation just resting on their laurels and not really innovating in any way. But now it feels like they are all, although the 3 platform holders have all found their own lane, they are still pushing each other to innovate in that way. I think it's the healthiest the space has ever been. So to see PlayStation not go, well, we're just going to sell £70 games. Whatever is great. I think it's interesting and it works. I think I've certainly played, when I think of longer games like Octopath, Triangle Strategy, Dragon Quest, those are games where I've played a lengthy chunk of it as a demo and then gone, this is brilliant, I'm gonna go full price for this.
It's good that they've listened as well, and whilst they did that original, like I said, quite boring announcement, that they've gone, you know what, we probably haven't added enough in here, let's drip feed this out, in terms of rumours, add more features into it as well. So hopefully, there's more to come, but it's positive.
Yeah, sounds good. Mario movie delayed after this tweet from earlier on today. Nintendo of America. This is Miyamoto. After consulting with Chris San, my partner at Illumination, on the Super Mario Brothers film. I don't know if that's Chris Pratt. I hope not.
When I first read it, that's what I thought.
We decided to move the global release to spring 2023, April 28th in Japan and April 7th in North America. My deepest apologies, but I promise it'll be well worth the wait. That is Miyamoto.
Fair.
I think as I quickly scroll onto my phone, Xeon Grassel, friend of the show, commented on this and said, anyone else think this looked like a fake Nintendo account? Twitter posted it first. Yes, it definitely did.
Yeah. Also, just on the format, which everyone's been ripping off today, doing their own version of it, the predates that by 24 hours, a tweet from the Cross players that says, hi, this is Dan, and then goes on. Yeah, we started that.
We started that.
It's Laurie all over again. Laurie all over again.
Yeah, exactly.
Shigsy.
Yeah, he's monitoring us now.
Yeah.
On that radar.
It's good. See the good or terrifying.
I don't care about this.
No.
Nope.
I was going to say, why do you think they've done it? Because of Sonic being so popular and don't want to be immediately compared?
I love it. So I love the fact that we're just picturing Nintendo just like, oh god, Elden Ring's really good. We should delay Zelda. Sonic movie's good. Fucking hell, what should we do? Let's just delay it. I don't think they care about things at all. I think it is just they want it to be good. They can't afford it to be a shit Mario movie all over again.
They can afford another shit Mario movie.
They can afford it.
It's almost expected in it as well. Let's be honest.
They're just trying to perfect Chris Pratt's voice.
Yeah, maybe they've heard.
They're going to go for the full Super Mario TV show that was on in like the early 90s, late 80s.
I love that.
Do the Mario.
Oh, the Mario!
Yeah, that's the voice they're going for.
Yeah.
I'm plumbing here.
Yeah, I think that's the thing I'm looking forward to most is what his voice is going to be like, and then the reaction of everyone. This is what they're going to think. I think that's going to be really funny, and that's a massive amount of pressure on Chris Pratt. But,
well, if this is how Nintendo reacted to it by delaying it, then God knows how the world's going to react.
Chris, try a bit hard. No, just. It's just his voice.
Have you heard Idris Elba as Knuckles?
Yeah.
It's just fucking Idris Elba. It's just like
it is, but he poshes it up a little bit. So I went to see it in the first couple of days that it came out, and it was it's a really good movie. But he doesn't sound. It doesn't sound like Luther. Like
no,
it sounds
like sounds like Luther softening his voice for the phone, as his mum's called. Yeah.
Good movie that though. I enjoyed that.
It did look good. I like Ben Schwartz as well. He's cool.
I've not seen it. Yeah. All right. And last bit is that there's a Sifu update coming on the 3rd of May.
Yeah, I threw this one in there because I'm quite impressed by the fact they've got a roadmap, very clear. It would be very easy for a game like that to be quite a one and done. This is just how it's going to be. But they communicated that they were going to be adding in difficulty modes, because there was a bit of backlash initially, same as we got with Returnal. Backlash in terms of the difficulty. So now they're adding student, disciple, and master difficulty modes.
Do you know what one the standard is?
I assume.
I think.
Oh, is it?
I think it's the hardest one, but I might be wrong.
Okay, but so yeah, I'm looking forward to jumping into the student one when that comes out physically next week. And then in the summer they've got advanced scoring, gameplay modifiers, new outfits. Then in the fall, which is a way of saying autumn, they've got replay editor, which is quite cool because it does look. It's obviously quite filmic in its presentation, so that's quite a cool thing. And then whole new game arenas in the winter.
Does that
outfits and stuff?
Does this stuff it's kind of like Cyberpunk argument, but does it compel you guys to wait to play a game like this when you can see so much DLC coming? Because that's what I feel. Yeah, I'd rather I probably won't get like a Game of the Year edition or whatever it is, but I'll get a complete edition at some point with all this stuff bundled in with a slightly different case, and that's more appealing to me than buying it now and then going, well, you know what, I'm probably going to finish it in like 2-3 weeks. I can't really be bothered then waiting until whatever in the summer.
Yeah, similarly, I think we knew that there was a physical version coming out.
Yeah.
So I held off buying it digitally in the first place.
It's cheaper.
It's cheaper, and
it's like 35 quid on like Shop 2 or whatever for the full fat version, but then it's 40 quid on the PlayStation Store.
Stupid, isn't it?
Exactly.
So stupid.
But then as soon as they said, and we're doing some difficulty modes as well, it's like, great. That's almost like vindication for waiting, and then you've got all this other stuff. So now feels like the right time for me to try it out next week. So yeah, I'm excited about that. Yeah, really good, and props to Slow Clap for actually communicating with their fan base. And by all accounts, I think this is going to be up there in the Game of the Year discussions.
Yeah, it certainly seems that way from kind of general consensus at the minute. There's a lot of love for this still.
Shall we give them a slow clap?
No.
Okay. Give you a slow clap for that.
Clap them cheeks.
Yeah, it's cool. I don't think any of us have played it, have we?
No, not interested.
Mark,
There's a steelbook, Dan. There's a steelbook.
Yeah, I know.
I think Mark might have picked it up.
Yeah, I think he did. When he just bought all
Everything.
the PlayStation games.
And then he's dropped off the face of the earth, bless him, because he's just overwhelmed with games. So I'm playing this, I'm going to play that. It's fucking brilliant.
He's caught up in 20 years of games at once, and it's just been too much for him.
Yeah, there's no chance of Game of the Year this year. Him going, Doom.
He was actually going to be on this episode, but then he found out that Dan was at the final boss of Elden Ring. And I think he's just crying in a corner somewhere.
Dan level 220. Whatever it is now.
He needs a super wide monitor to have all his HP and stamina.
Yeah, stamina bar wider than my waist. That one's for you, Mark. Bless up.
All right, shall we jump into some pick up and play?
All right, give me a fucking...
Pick up and play time. A bit where we chat about stuff that we've picked up if we've got in, and chat about other stuff we've played in that. Ben.
Yeah, man.
Favoritism.
Hey,
excuse me.
Introduce me last.
I was just taking a big breath. Would you like to nominate someone to go first on pick up and play, or do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. So I haven't picked anything up this week. I've been a good boy.
Thanks, Alex. If you want to
keep it going.
But I have played. I finished Nobody Saves the World, but I think we've taught that to death anyway, so that's fine. Great game. 4 out of 5.
Okay, wow.
4 out of 5 what?
4 out of 5 hearts.
4 out of 5 Bens.
8 out of 10.
4 out of 5 bald dickheads.
Sounds like a good night.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Top 5 bald dickheads, Alex, go.
Jason Statham.
Black Cap Gary. So yes, what else have I played? I started 13 Sentinels. I made the mistake. I thought it might be the case, but I started it on the train. I was commuting into work today. I thought, do you know what? This is the first time I've done this in 2 years. I'm going to treat myself to a Switch game. No. And I started that, and it's cool. I love the presentation. Really slick, cool little glitchy sound effects and stuff. You've got mechs fighting, real-time strategy, all that great stuff. But there is this
sound knowing what you're about to say.
There is this I don't know what it is. I feel like my understanding of like Japanese history and culture is basically there was feudal era to start with, and then it's just high school. Like now everything is... Why is everything set in a fucking high school? I don't understand that. Like it seems to be every like this, and there's a talking cat, a black and white talking cat.
Okay.
And there's mechs, kaiju. It's just very like, okay, let's tick off all the tropes. But it is it's presented in a very cool way. I don't really understand the story yet. I'm like an hour or two into it.
Are you expecting to understand the story?
I don't know, but it is basically just a story as far as I know. Like
my
I think
favorite thing when you play a game is like the story was there. I don't fucking clue what was happening.
Well, I'm a new man. Obviously, triangle strategy. I became very invested in the story, and that's what prompted me to play this because I thought, actually, I quite enjoyed that. I might enjoy this. So it's cool. It's kind of plays around with the chronology of the. I assume it will end up being 13 characters, and you just kind of go from one story to the next, Octopath style, but it's presented in a much cooler way. But it is really, really quite weeby. So within the first 5 minutes, one of the the girls gets transported into one of these mechs. She's like, "Oh, where did my clothes go?"
Shut up, honestly.
Yeah. And you don't see anything, but it's just like, why is that even necessary? And then there was a scene, and this isn't spoilery. This is really early in the game, but there's a scene in like a girls' locker room, like a high school girls' locker room, and picture the scene. I'm playing this on the fucking train, so obviously people can see. We've all been there. People can see what you're playing, and she's in this locker room. I'm like, okay, just bringing my Switch slightly closer, angling it away from as many people as possible. And then she's like, "Oh, I'm so sweaty. I can't be bothered to take a shower."
Cross your legs, Ben. Cross your legs. Oh.
That's right. And then it gets into this, and then a guy bursts in, and then she starts talking to this little alien, and the alien's name is BJ. Like that's the first thing that this alien says to her is BJ.
No,
and it's just like, oh, I don't know. It's just very suggestive, and you don't see anything, and they don't do anything particularly rude, but it's like that whole Japanese titillation thing that they do all the time, which I don't know. I feel very. I wouldn't say I feel uncomfortable to the point that Lewis would feel uncomfortable, but it feels a bit like very silly and very like, if anyone could see me playing this now, I would die inside.
It made me laugh when you said something before, and I was trying to process what it reminded me of, and it reminded me of Mickey Flanagan. And he went, "I'm a new man. I got invested in this story." And it was just like, then you started to talk about it. I was like, wow, that's exactly how he sounds.
Yeah. But yeah, I like it. I'm gonna stick with it though.
Okay.
Good. Quite enjoying these
Not on the train
story games, and it's not on the train.
Not on the train.
And not in front of my wife. Well, who will have questions? Cool. It does seem like a cool game, and I'm interested to see where the story goes, and hopefully it will evolve past these little tropes.
Yeah, hopefully. Very good. Dan, what about you?
Picked up Demon Souls again, so I managed to get a relatively decent deal for that.
eBay?
eBay, yeah, 25 quid.
Nice.
So I traded in.
I'd have sold you it for less than that.
Oh, would you? Yeah. Well, technically not bought it yet. I'm about to hit pay, so I should do that. So yeah, that's coming, and the box that the drink came in.
Oh, that is cool.
Isn't that cool? Even the bottom of it, everything, the back of it, it's got the control. Like, it was a 14 quid thing from Game.
Dan, just describe what you're holding up for the
for the audio listeners. I'm holding up a box, which is maybe like, how big's that?
It looks like a little shoebox.
12 inches in height. No, it's not. It's about 5 inches in height. Depth, I don't know what depth is, so I'm just going to say it's quite big. But it's enough to fit like a 14-ounce glass and a mug in it, and then some coasters.
I thought you were just going to say it's a box shaped like a PlayStation 1.
It is, yeah. It's a box.
It's quite weighty.
It's quite weighty. It's got a nice lacquered finish. It smells like cheese a little bit. I'm getting cheese. I'm getting a whiff of cheese. No, it's very nice.
Can we go back and can you describe the Elden Ring demake video, please?
No, that'll be okay. That's all you, boo. So yeah, pick that up. Demon Souls. I've got these Star Wars figures. I know you're not really interested, but you know, like my Mandalorians.
Star Wars is like a big franchise, Ben.
So I've got the Death Watch Mandalorian there, and I've got Cosca Reeves, who's pretty cool. So she's in that as well. So they're going up on the shelf, my Mandalorian shelf. What else did I get? Nearly got the steelbooks for Dark Souls 2 and 3 and Sekiro as well. So I'm keeping an eye on them at the moment, just waiting for a decent deal on them, and that's it.
Just the steelbooks, not the games. That's what you were looking at.
Yeah, with the games as well. So
the games.
Yeah, I never really got back into Sekiro, so I need to jump back into that after playing Elden Ring, because that seems to be the one that most people are saying you should go and play if you've enjoyed Elden Ring and you fancy a challenge. So Frosticles43 said, Dan, do you open all these toys you get? Most of them I do. Most of them. There are the odd one where it's like a a valuable one that I'll keep it in the box, and I put that upstairs for the kids and their future. So that's it. That's what I picked up. Do you want me to tell you what I played?
Yeah.
Elden Ring. So I'm on the final boss. I've died 5 times now. Died twice just before we started recording. Got there last night. Managed to... What's the second to last boss?
Horaloo. Or
Yeah,
the Malekith.
Got through Malekith all right. Took me 2 or 3 goes.
I struggled with that.
Horaloo first time.
The Black Blade.
That Horaloo was the first time I was like, oh, I'm playing a Japanese game. It was like, I am Horaloo, and I am
fucking lying on me.
I'm gonna lie. And then he's like, you rest easy now, and just rips its face off.
Yeah,
I was like, right, okay.
It gave me real Yoshimitsu. Is it Yoshimitsu
Yes.
from Tekken vibes?
Yeah.
I got that from
Yeah, it
Horaloo.
was. Yeah. So Horaloo, and then like I said, getting through Marika. Is it Marika?
Radicon.
Radagon? Is it? Yeah.
First
of the
phase
last
is the-
bosses. Yeah. So getting through that relatively comfortably each time, and then just getting absolutely wiped out by the final boss. But Lewis has told me to go and watch videos, so that's what I'm going to go and
Just
do.
because I was like, the reason I said that is because I was struggling to consistently get past Radigan, and I was like, I would
okay.
get past, and I'm like, "Where's?" But then I'd get to the Elden Beast and just die straight away, and it was like almost felt like such a wasted time. I was like, I'm going to watch what people do for the Elden Beast, just so it feels like I've like actually done it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Did you sit there, Lewis? Did you sit there and think, what would a samurai do?
Yeah,
That
samurai. A samurai would just stand there and get squashed.
Yeah, that Rivers of Blood katana though is banging, and I've got that to +10 now because I found the Dragonstone, Somber Dragonstone thingy. So that's pretty decent. So yeah, I'm cool.
I'm well impressed. To be honest, like
All done it.
well impressed.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
got to this point,
all done it. Like
and all
first
done it
FromSoft.
quite differently
Yeah.
Yeah.
as well.
You and Alex like cheated basically.
I sword and boarded it all the way through, like literally still on the final boss, trying to stick to the same. I've not respect at all, and it's killed me. Hence why I've like grinded and found every room farm I could to try and level up. But yeah,
What
which
level are
isn't-
you?
like 180, 190.
I thought you said you were 220.
No, it's just me being dramatic. But no,
I don't know
like
what to believe.
yeah, quite comfortably. Again, I say this every time. Like, it's definitely top 5. Just don't know where it's going to land. I think I need a bit of distance from it and to go and
Yes.
play Horizon for a little while to come back and then say. But we should do a cross section and we should do a full spoiler now. And I'm kind of even just to start doing our top 10s. I think that'd be really funny. Because I think
Do we wait for Mark to finish it before we do that? I feel like we should, since we started it with him.
started it together, didn't we? And like I
By
said,
Jove, we'll end it together.
by God, we will.
Jove.
By Jove. So yeah, that's it. That's all I've been playing. I'm looking forward to playing something else. I think that's one thing with a game like this. You get out at the end of it going like, oh, I'm quite looking forward to playing something different now. What am I going to play?
Yes.
So I've made up that Switch Sports is out this week because that feels like
Looking forward to that.
perfect
Yeah,
palate
so am I.
cleanser. Just to dick around with you boys and play around in that. So how have you popped a trophy, Alex, while we've been podding? It's literally just come up. Alex has earned 1 PSN trophy in Grand Theft Auto 5.
Oh, that was earlier, so it's just obviously delayed reaction.
You're not playing underneath the table there.
You're not doing a Ben. Ben
My
used to always
TV's
do
over
that.
there. I can't see it.
That's what I've been playing, Lewis. Thank you for asking me. This has been lovely. I've been Dan. Good night.
Good night. Just as you were saying on GTA, Elden Ring there, and how good it is to you just want to play something else after you finish that.
Yeah.
I did jump straight into New Game Plus, and absolutely tore through the Tree Sentinel in seconds, up to Margit, destroyed him, and I've done so. I sort of stopped there after I beat the game, and then I say to you guys, "Oh, I was in the New Game Plus," and Ben, you'd mentioned that Max had just gone straight to Realicaria and beat Renala. So yeah, done that. Beat the dragon again. Done Renala. I've turned it off. I've not played it since, so that's a few days. I think I'm happy that I've had enough just now. But I am finding it difficult to stick with other games. I'm at that weird state. There's nothing really. I am looking forward to Switch Sports. I'll be away, so I'm going to get it, and then we're going away. So I'm taking the Switch with me.
Last question on it. Do you think there'll be DLC?
Oh yeah.
Do you reckon?
Like without a shadow of a doubt, definitely.
The way the map's set up, do you think?
I mean, you think
go
about
anywhere.
the amount of space underground.
Yeah.
It's funny, like because I've watched that Fatty Vidya's videos over the last little while, and seeing the map, the initial map that you have, just that one square, and how big it seemed at the time, and then seeing how huge this thing is at the end, it's. I've come back again, like what I said again after Disco Elysium, that had a more like instant, like matured nicely in my head. Since I've completed Elden Ring, I've come back round to it because I was so frustrated.
Oh yeah.
Towards the end, it was just a boss rush mode basically, which I just did not appreciate.
It's a grower, not a shower, isn't it?
Yeah. But it's such a good game. But yeah, I am struggling to find something to stick with. So I've not played that much. I've played bits and pieces of Nobody Saves the World, so I'm playing that all on the Backbone 1 on my phone.
Cool.
Which works really well. And that's about it. So I've done the first castle. Yeah. So I'm around 2.5 or so hours in, I think. Something like that. It's really good fun. Really, really good fun. I last week was discussing when you can start mixing the. I've just done that. So what is the name? Malky Joe or whatever. The hammer. Is it Malky Joe? Something like that.
Something like that. It's something after.
So I've just started mixing the powers up. Got the slug after you guys saying he was the best or whatever. Upgraded him. He's got such a chuffed little happy face when you upgrade him. I was like, oh, what a cute little slug. And that's really about it. So there's not a lot more. I've played. I'm reverting to type when there's nothing else I really want to play, and continuing with a manager mode on FIFA.
Nice.
So that's what I do. When there's nothing else, I'll bang out a couple of games of FIFA, and hate every second of it. That's about it.
To get that real Elden Ring experience back.
Yeah. Why am I doing this? I hate it. And I've not picked anything up. Nothing. Look up at my shelves. There's nothing there. Nothing. Been good. Alex, what about you?
low energy intro there. Alex, what about you? Fucking hurry up. Come on, Alex. Jesus Christ. Come on, man.
Fairly similarly to what you were saying there, I'm still struggling to find something to click since I've finished Elden Ring. Like, obviously, I've beat Lego Star Wars since then.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And still going through it kind of to try and get all of the bricks. But that's just jumping in and out. That's going to take a long time. Like, I'm sure it's like 1,148, and that's just the bricks. And then there's all the characters and all the mini kits and all the missions and challenges.
How many do you need to platinum it? Do you get like 1 million studs or whatever?
Yeah, and 1,000 bricks and all the characters and all of everything. So you basically, you need to get everything to platinum it, and I will eventually, but
hard games to platinum. Yeah, difficult.
Yeah. Other than that, as Dan just mentioned, I did finally, like 9 years later, start GTA 5 this afternoon. So I've literally done the first mission and met 2 of the characters. It's very early, but I'll try and stick and give that a go. I was bored out my tits last night trying to play Far Lone Tales. Played that for about an hour and wanted to gouge my eyes out. I appreciate it probably as a good game, but it just is not the game I need right now. I'm like, nah, it's not happening. I'm like, this is like awful, but it's not awful. It's just not right now.
Just on on GTA 5, how does it look? Because I played it initially when it first came out, way back in the day. But
it looks alright. It looks alright. It's PS5 version I'm playing. I mean, it looks fine. It doesn't stand out for how it looks, and it doesn't. But I wouldn't say it looks bad. I'd say it does look
like a last gen game.
Yeah.
Would you say? Yeah. It's not bad then.
Yeah,
but it looks alright.
Saying that actually quickly, I played Bloodborne briefly the other night. Oh, by the way, that looked rough. Yeah, very. very, very rough. And I don't. It's one of these things that remember we all played it at the same time a couple of years ago. It was in Game
beautiful. Oh,
yeah,
stunning. Yeah,
and even there was that bit in Elden Ring where like just Bloodborne vibes. This has got such Bloodborne vibes. You look into Bloodborne vibes, and it's like someone's got like some sand on their finger and then poked you in the eye. It looks like bad. I was like, this is what's happening here. This isn't right. This is downright wrong. Something's happened. I couldn't go over it. Could not go over it.
I forgot actually one thing I played. So there was one night I thought, right, okay, maybe I could try and get the platinum in Elden Ring. And I played it for 5 minutes. I completely forgot how to use the controls. Tried to press in the left thumbstick to run. Kept losing the horse. I'm like, fuck this. Off.
Lego Star Wars.
Can't do it anymore. Yeah.
Jeez, brilliant. All right. Well, that's us done. Pick up and play. That's a record timing for us. Well done, all. Well done. We've got a couple of questions. You want to answer some questions?
Always.
Yeah.
You want to answer some questions?
Yeah. Sure.
All right. Okay. So we asked for some questions. We've got 2. Thanks. Everyone else that didn't answer, a lot of cunts. If Elon Musk could do one of these things for you, which would you choose? Keep you supply.
Who? Sorry.
Elon Musk. Elon Musk. Musk.
Never heard them.
I think he owns some company. I don't know. He bought something. He spent money. Keep you supplied in your favourite food and drink for life. Allow you to develop a remaster or remake for a game. What game though? And pay a decent wage to work through your backlog. What would you choose?
Define decent wage. What are we agreeing between the 4 of us there?
Oh god.
I don't know.
We can't put a figure on it.
50k a year.
Whatever. A comfortable wage. Let's go for a comfortable wage where you could live comfortably.
Let's just say
so that you can
define comfortable.
The bread line. Above the bread line.
If you could have, enough disposable income to live comfortably,
you will still be able to go and buy some Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, to live how you're living now. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good way.
Oh yeah, that's a good way. Okay. Yeah. I'd do that.
The bottom, I'd do the same. I would do the decent wage to play through the backlog.
To play video games all the time.
Yeah.
What happens when you run out of backlog? Do you have to go back to your old...
I don't think you ever do.
By the time you run out of backlog, you'll have a bigger backlog for the stuff that you've been doing.
Yeah. You've got Game Pass as well. Permanent backlog filler. Yeah, I think I would definitely do that one. That sounds like a great way to spend one's life.
Yeah, it does.
I'd never be able to decide in a game to remake or remaster. I change my mind every 5 minutes and it never get done.
And what was the first option?
Keep you supplied in your favourite food and drink for life.
I mean, that's rubbish.
Hey, Jason Frosticle's done this. Rubbish.
Yeah. I mean, because if you'd done number 3, you could probably still do number 1.
Exactly. Yeah. So, yeah, number 3 gets you number 1, doesn't it?
Mm.
Also,
number 1.
I'd like to know what's in it for Elon.
There's always something in it for Elon.
Sits there and touches himself. I don't know.
Or touches you.
Yeah, he owns you.
Yeah.
Maybe imagine if he was just a really big fan of this podcast. It's just like, you know what, guys?
Yes.
I'm going to pay you your comfortable wage that you're on now, and you just do this podcast, but just do 1 a day. So it means you just have to play games all day.
Yeah.
Just on the condition that you get a Tesla tramp stamp.
Yeah.
Think of all those people who would stop. I didn't know if he was a fan.
True.
Both of them.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
I think we've touched on aspects of the next question, but what are your expectations of the Mario movie now that it's been pushed back? Do you think it'll be the same caliber as the Sonic movies? And what other franchises would you like to see movies or series from? I've got no expectation of that Mario film.
No.
I'm going in with like nothing.
I've got nothing but
be pleasantly surprised.
I've got morbid curiosity.
Yeah, same.
High praise, morbidly curious. Morbidly curious.
And I haven't seen either of the Sonic films to compare it to, so I don't know.
The first one's good. I've seen the first one. Not seen the
The second one's meant to be better than the first. So
yeah,
if that's the case, then yeah, it should be good. I mean, it's a big cast, so the phrase "it's too big to fail" is probably not relevant, but the people that are kind of tied to it don't tend to make bad films, so I'd be happy with that.
Yeah.
It's going to make money no matter what.
Oh yeah, 100%, definitely. But yeah, I'm quietly optimistic for it.
Yeah, that's a good position. It's a good way to think about it, I guess. It's easy to be negative about that film.
Agree.
Easy. Franchises you'd like to see in movies or series? I mean, we discussed it earlier. There's a lot of comparisons between Remedy or Control and Severance.
Yeah.
I'd like to see a Control-based like series or film. I think that'd be really cool. I still need to watch Severance, of course.
Just basically Severance. Yeah. So
yeah. Cool. I guess an easy film would be maybe like Metroid. A Metroid film would be quite cool.
Yeah.
I'd quite like a Psychonauts one.
Would you?
Just because I love Psychonauts, I think.
Would that be animated?
Yeah.
Apparently, there's going to be an It Takes Two film directed by The Rock, or produced by The Rock. One of the two, can't remember.
Metal Gear
and starring The Rock.
Yeah,
and starring The Rock.
The Metal Gear one that's been like written for God knows how long. That should really be banging.
So that series is basically like a film anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Yeah. Rambo mixed with Mission Impossible kind of shit. So I'm down for
it. Would we like an Elden Ring series?
No.
This is what I was thinking, because obviously we touched on.
We're going to get one
last week.
Yeah,
the lore and all that stuff. That kind of lends itself to being quite a cool Game of Thrones-esque show, but I don't know. It's almost the thing is with these massive big budget games, it's easy to imagine them as movies. It's harder to imagine something like a Hades or Bubble or something much smaller in scope. But I think Hades, with the characters that they've built in that,
they've done a Battleship film. I mean, now that seems obvious.
Has that got Rihanna in it?
It got Rihanna in it.
Yeah. Of course it did.
She was at D4.
Yeah.
Best,
I remember from the trailer, she said "boom" in the trailer. That's as much as I remember.
Best video game adaptation so far has got to be Arcane, the TV show. Like, even if you've never watched or played League of Legends, which I haven't, that is absolutely phenomenal. That's the best, not just animated TV show, but one of the best TV shows I've ever seen. So good. Incredible.
I've got a soft spot for the Mortal Kombat movies.
Yeah.
The original.
Even the newest one. I really enjoyed that as well. I was at we were visiting some friends, and they bought us dinner and everything. And then I realised I was just flicking through. I was sat in their lounge. They'd just given us dinner, gone tidied up. I was just sat on my ass on their sofa. I was just flicking through their TV and saw that they had Mortal Kombat there. And I was like, "Oh my god, this only just came out. Can we watch this?" And they're like, yeah.
God.
Completely just hijacked their evening to nerd out over this Mortal Kombat movie. They had a nice time.
Have you seen the short web series they did a few years ago for Mortal Kombat?
No.
I think it was like 10 episodes. I'll try and find it and send you. But I also like the original Mortal Kombat films. And it's one of these periods of time where like, the Power Rangers were quite big. And something that always made me laugh was that there's a bit, it happens quite a few times, the baddies like Goro or whatever, like up on a hill somewhere. There's like 4 or 5 of them, and they'll come up and they're like, and then the goodies like Johnny Cage and Sonya start like speaking. Oh, we should do this. We can do that. Yeah, we can do this. And what do you think? Oh, right, yeah. And you can go over there. And then it cuts back to the enemy, the baddies on the hill, and they're still going. You know what they do? It's like their idle animation.
Like Power Rangers.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's always made me laugh. That's just what they do. Is that how they stand still? Yeah.
Just nerves.
It's like they're not. Yeah. I mean, once they're having an in-depth conversation, you could have like chucked a spear at them or done something.
All got IBS.
Yeah, great films. Well, I think that was Tyler that submitted that. I hope we answered your questions terribly.
Who had the best question though? Because hey, there's a prize up for grabs.
Also, there's one.
Send us a question, and the best one that we get will get a prize. Right?
Are we picking right now? Who has the bit out of those two?
Well, we should.
Jason, come on, give it to Jason.
I think give it to Tyler because Jason's two of the answers. You get two answers for one. He didn't think
that's a good point, actually. Yeah.
But Jason gave us there multiple choices, but he gave us some options. You know, right. Like there's less thinking involved in Jason's answers because he's given us them.
Jason's written for 8 comments in the the chat as opposed to Tyler's 0.
No.
Because he's here.
Because he can be asked to turn up.
Yeah, it's yours.
The participation trophy goes. Yeah, no, I'm happy with that. Well, Jason, thank you. And you were the first person to get the question in as well. So, respect.
Try harder next week, though.
So, who's sending him that lollipop?
I thought it was a night with Dan.
Codename Lollipop.
All right, I think we've got a quiz.
We're doing a quiz.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
hell! Okay, it's only 10 to 10.
As my understanding and what we discussed before we went live. Yeah.
Sprung that on us, Lewis.
I know. Yeah.
Crazy.
Quiz. Right
Dawdling through the questions. Christ, here we go, Indy. That's the noise it makes at the end of the game. Welcome to Indie in a Bottle, the internet smash sensation, where one of you bozos is going home with a shit game. Well, what's this all about then? You're going to have to work together first of all in the first round to answer some questions with the eventual number of correct answers. That then decides which game you go home with. You then go to a sudden death, where one of you gets to pick whom in the group then goes and plays the game. Ben, you got, what was it? Bass something or other?
Bass Master Fishing 2022.
You say Bass Master. Would you not say
Bass Master?
Bass Master.
Bass Master Fishing.
And out of 5 Bens, what are you giving it?
I give it a big fat one bald dickhead.
Which one?
I did not. I was actually quite enthusiastic about trying it, and I did it as soon as we finished last week's podcast. I got straight on it. I was like, do you know what? I'll show these guys. I'll enjoy this, and it's the worst tutorial. It's almost like they've designed it to put people off. It's really just so fucking janky, and there's a bit that the text sounds like it's been recorded like through tracing paper over like a 1980s phone, just like, and now drive your boat to the dock, and select this rod, and it tells you to choose this particular rod, and I couldn't, like, it's a basic menu, and I just couldn't navigate it. And you know, I've played games before. It should definitely be easier to choose a rod.
You've picked the wrong rod. You've picked Rod Stewart. Little fishing joke there for you.
Larger rod required.
So I caught a fish, and then I was like, all right, I'm done. I've completed it. I'm done here. I can't. It made me miserable. I was on a real high after last week's show, and then I thought, I'll play this, and it ruined my mood. And I went to bed angry for wasting 30 minutes.
Well, let's waste no longer, because we need to jump into this game, and I want to ruin one of your nights. And Ben, it could be you again, mate. So I'm very, very sorry. So, right, get your handholds with each other wherever you might be on the image, because you're going to work together right now. First question: do you want to know what game you could get?
Yes, please.
If you get to 5, the best game you could possibly go home with is Monopoly Plus. And that's £3.59 on the PlayStation Store. Everything tonight is on the PlayStation Store. Everything is less than £8. So
Don't make me play PlayStation.
Well, you're gonna have to on here, but you might get a platinum. So
You're gonna make us pay.
I might. Okay, first question. How many overworlds are in Cuphead?
I think it's 3 or 4, isn't it?
Well,
Lewis, yeah. Doesn't know.
I'd say it's definitely there's 3 overworlds: Inkwell, Isle 1, 2, and 3. But I wouldn't classify the castle as an overworld because you go in and it's straight to
thingy. You played it most recently,
like a day after you,
because you copied me. So yeah, I'll go with you.
I think it's 3. Anything else, I'd say 3.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
What would you have said, Alex? Okay.
4. I've never played it.
It is 4. So, Lewis, you're wrong.
How is it 4?
Well, I've literally got the question off the internet, so it said 4.
I wouldn't say the last one was an overworld, but that's what we're saying. I wouldn't say. The internet's wrong.
I can't remember where the game is from.
It's like Mario all over again.
It is. It's fine. Did you interrupt Mark when he was doing that as well? Oh, okay.
Yes,
it's fine.
I did.
Piemonte Calcio represents which real-life club in the FIFA 20 video game? Piemonte Calcio represents which real-life club?
Juventus.
Is that your final answer, Alex? Any conferring?
Yes.
I'm happy with that.
Yes, I'm happy as well.
He's got 2 for 2 as Alex. That is right, Alex. Well done, mate. Well done.
Internet's wrong again, probably.
Well, Lewis was wrong. Okay, number 3. What is the name of the weapon store in the GTA series?
Go on, Alex. You played it earlier.
Something funny, isn't it?
Arms.
Arms.
Frank's arms. No, I don't know because I've not got there yet.
Or is it something?
Ammunition.
Yes, that's it.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Well done, mate. That was very hard. It's 2 out of 3 so far. Not bad. Not bad. Ooh, it's a good game. What year did Valve first launch the Steam platform?
90s, surely.
No, it wasn't as long ago. As
Based on how it looks now.
Oh, Steam. 2003 or something. It's early, like. I don't know. That's difficult. It's a random guess of a year. 2003. That's what I'm going to say.
Happy with that?
I've got. Yeah.
Clicks all round. Well done, Lewis.
Boom!
September 2003. Do you just dab?
Dab.
Is that just hit Scotland?
I was very careful.
Practicing in the mirror.
Yeah. I was like, it's going. Where's it going? Where's it?
Could be a dab. I'm embarrassing myself. In Super Mario Sunshine, what does FLUDD stand for?
Oh. We've done this before, and I'm sure I said flood, flood, lud, the last time.
FLUDD.
Something device, as you said in my
I
last
will.
one,
I will give you device as the last one, and the
Yeah.
first one is flash.
Flash.
Liquid.
Flash liquid something dispensing device.
It's FLUDD. So
Must be dispensing or dispersing. No. Draining.
why would it drain?
Don't know.
What's it doing? What's it doing? Say what you see.
Deluge.
It's
Yeah, that's right, Daly.
dispersing,
I said that.
Dowsing.
dousing.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Flash liquid under What was it?
I'm going to give you 20 seconds.
Dowsing device.
Dowsing device.
So you've got flash, dowsing device. So you've got an L and a U. It's not liquid, but it's not far off liquid.
Flash.
Lava. No.
Right, I'm calling it. It is Flash Liquidizing Ultra Dousing Device from Lud.
Never have got that.
Shit.
Okay, guys, right, let's go through the games. So, you didn't get 5 right. You didn't get 4 right. You got 3 right. So, you could have gone home with Monopoly Plus. You're not going home with that. That's £3.59 on the PS Store. You're not going to go home with Rugby 20, which is £6.20. £6.24 on the PlayStation Store. You're not going home with Horse Racing 2016, which is £8 on the PS Store. And you're not going home with Orc Slayer, which is £3.99 on the PS Store. You are possibly going home with one of the worst sounding games I've ever heard in my life for £2.49 on the PlayStation Store. Toro, which is a bullfighting arcade game, has been banned in Spain, and it's very controversial. So that's what you're going home with. So whoever loses the next round of, go on, name them, goes home with that game. So we're gonna go.
How can I forget about this bit?
Same round, so it's going to go Alex, then Ben, then Lewis. In fact, no, let's switch it up a bit. So Lewis, then Ben, then Alex. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds of this. So I'm going to ask Lewis a quiz question, and then he's going to have to give a number between X and X that he can answer. And then we're going to keep on going around until somebody eventually says, I can do 10. And then the next person says, go on, name them. Okay? Lewis.
Yes.
The top 20 highest rated games ever on Metacritic.
I could name 4.
Ben? Ever. Any console, any platform.
5.
Alex?
6.
Right, name them.
Oh, hold on, let me get it up. The website.
Okay. Well, I didn't want to wait that long.
Gust of wind and it's up. Alex, go on.
Elden Ring.
Hold on. I don't think it is.
Yeah. It was the highest rated.
The internet's never wrong, as we've established.
Oh, sorry. By users. No, that's by Metascore. It's not on there.
It was.
Doesn't count.
What's the cutoff at number 20? The score.
97.
All right.
It's dropped then because it was there.
Let me just check it's on here. Cause
That's me there. I failed.
it is on there. You failed. Alex in the sin bin. Elden Ring is 35 at the moment on the PS5.
Oh, wow.
It's because it's dropped to 95 now, though, isn't it?
It has dropped to 95, yeah. So, Ocarina of Time is number 1. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. Grand Theft Auto 4. Grand Theft Auto 4 is better than 5. Soul Calibur, Super Mario Galaxy, Super Mario Galaxy 2, Red Dead Redemption 2, GTA 5, Disco Elysium, it's on a 97. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, Perfect Dark, Metroid Prime, and GTA 3, Super Mario Odyssey, and Halo Combat Evolved.
Wow.
What a weird list.
Yeah.
So Elden
Tony
Ring killed
Hawk's
me because I
heavy.
would have got the others.
Ben, your turn. Alex is in the sim bin. So Ben, the original 151 Pokemon.
Right. I reckon I can name. I reckon I can name 10.
10. Okay. Alex?
Do I still need to do this if I'm in the sim bin?
Yeah, of course.
Is that how it works? All right.
You just get further into the bin.
Well, I can't name more than 10, so go on, name them. Because
He's naming them.
no idea.
Lewis, can I use your digits? Can you hold them up for us? Ben, get going.
Right. I'm doing it for the comedy value, lads.
Do it for the lads.
Right. First up, you got the little yellow one.
And he's out.
Pikachu.
1,
Bulbasaur.
2,
There's one. There's one.
Charizard.
3.
Eevee.
4.
Cubone.
5. He's just fucking jumping all over here.
Oh fucking hell.
My arm's getting sore. Come on.
How
the
weird
fish
your
one,
fingers?
what's it called?
I think that's the camera, I think.
How is it? Oh yeah, perspective. Okay.
You put me off if you're talking, guys.
You're on 5.
5. That's good. That's halfway.
You're nearly there.
Bring it home. What else have we got? The Caterpie.
6.
Pidgey.
7.
Ratata.
Ratata wine fridge.
What would you like, sir?
7.
Ratata. What else have we got?
Just to go.
This is painful, love it.
Every single listener is like, "What? You're a fucking idiot."
There's one even in shot right now.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, what move? Oh, Snorlax. Yep.
9.
And
Is that 9?
finally,
Come on.
Meowth.
He's done it. Well done.
Go on, Dan.
Wow.
What else could he have got?
Well, you could have Executor, Cubone, Maroa. Well done, mate. Well done. Alex,
Wow,
you double
that
bin,
was-
mate.
That's fine.
You double bin.
Magic.
Magikarp. Yes, there's people out there absolutely screaming at their podcast right now, so sorry.
That's not bad for someone who doesn't care about Pokemon.
So this one's actually on topic as well. So for Alex, video games turned into films.
Ooh.
And does it need to be like? Could it be like multiple films of one video game, or just a video game turned into a film?
When you
Like a franchise.
yeah, you can have
rather
franchise. Yeah, you can have franchises.
But you can't have like
Can't have multiple.
two, like Lewis did last week. That was a bit cheap, wasn't it?
No, you can do it.
Yeah,
You
one.
can,
Yeah, two.
you can do that if you want.
Yeah, 3.
But all I will say is, if you're going for the sequels, I want the full title of what the sequel is as well,
Oh,
not
good
just
one.
this one, number 2, like Lewis.
Qualifier.
Let's go with 7.
Lewis.
I think I could name 9.
Ben.
Is he frozen?
Let it go.
Yeah, okay. Name them. Go on, name them.
Ben,
No.
get your
What did I
digits up
say?
for us. You said 9.
Super Mario Brothers,
Yes.
Resident Evil,
Yes.
Street Fighter,
That
Mortal
is
Kombat.
top 3. That's 4.
Mortal Kombat Annihilation,
That is 5.
Sonic the Hedgehog,
That is 6.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2,
Yeah, that is 7.
Battleships. Mentioned that
I
earlier.
don't know if I can count that because
Oh, that's not a bit. It's not a video game.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Put on 7. Need 2 more. I need 2 more. Come on. Come on. There has to be other ones there. There definitely is other ones there.
There's quite a lot, yeah.
There's loads.
Loads.
There are.
Oh, brilliant.
This is not very good.
No.
Detective Pikachu
Yeah, giving it.
and the first Pokemon film.
I'm not going to give that.
Why?
Because that's not just how you title the game. The film.
Even
Pokemon.
I know what it's called.
It's got
I think I
Pokemon.
do as well.
It's not.
No, it's not.
I can't remember what it's called then.
I'm going to give you 10 seconds.
The Pokemon movie. That's what it's called.
Nope.
Tomb Raider.
Technically, yes, I'll allow it. March 16, 2018 is the actual original Tomb Raider, so you can have that. That's 9. So that means...
we need subtitles for sequels, you said earlier.
You did. Alex is twice sin binned. Ben is in 1 sin bin. So Lewis is riding high at the moment, gets to pick the game, so it's not ideal.
Last week.
Okie dokie. Okay, last one, and it is Lewis.
It started with me. Is it back to me?
Yeah, I've got 4. Yeah. Weapons in Elden Ring.
Oh,
Any weapon at all.
I could name 2.
Ben?
3.
Alex?
4.
Lewis?
5.
Ben?
Wow. Fuck it either way. Yeah, I literally can't think of any. I can't think of any at all. Yeah, name them.
Okay.
No. What did I say? 5.
Yeah.
Bloodhound's Fang.
Hold on.
Sorry.
I'm pretty sure that's right, but let me just double check. Yep.
Bloodhound's Fang. Moonveil Katana.
Yeah.
There's a one called like Frisk or something like that. Some weird mace thing.
Is that your final answer?
No. Bow. Longbow. Golem's longbow.
5. Well done, mate. Cool.
I
So-
wouldn't have got any of them.
Ben and
Nice stuff.
Alex, one of you chaps is going to go home with Toro bullfighting arcade game. Lewis, equal decider
Yes.
between the two of them. Ben played the game last week. Alex turned up in a hoodie, so it's up to you completely. You know who you want to pick. Who goes home with this game?
Ben did play the game last week, didn't he?
The game is only £2.49. We can take that from our cheeky little PayPal account, so it's okay. I'm not going to leave you out of pocket.
I think it's going to be Alex, though, isn't it?
Yes.
You can't make Ben miserable 2 Tuesdays in a row.
So,
Why?
Amazing.
Alex, you're downloading Toro, mate. Well done, guys. Well done.
Well
Good
done.
GG.
Well,
GG.
Well done.
Well done, Lewis.
As long as it's an easy platinum.
That's all we care about these days.
I hope you got a strong stomach. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just glad we found a
Not really.
game that Lewis can win.
It's so refreshing.
Really nice.
So refreshing. I mean, apart from the time that I played Room in the Night Sky, I think I was always quite good at Indie in a Bottle.
Yeah.
It's when there's gobshitery involved. It's when I start to struggle. But thank you to all our patrons: Sean Hughes, Tyler Renoir, Jason Frost, Lelena DeSaltos, Tristan Brooks, Sarah Public, Rebecca Rudernath, Tim Olf, Luke Cooper, Stephen Landry, Kevin Scully, and Mark Hammond, aka Grumptar. Your contributions are very well appreciated. Alex, if people want to find you online, where can they go?
And on Twitter at SSAlex984.
Delightful. Ben?
I'm also still on Twitter at BenjiCon.
Dan?
Also on Twitter at Downward Tweets, or you can find me over in our Discord.
Delightful. And I'm at that Dr. Fact on Twitter. You can get us all at the Cross Players. You can go to our website, which is thecrossplayers.com. And there you'll find all relevant links to our Discord, to our Patreon, where you can support us from as little as £2. But yeah, get involved in the Discord. Come and get in with the chat. I'm sure there'll be another season of Cross Seasons soon, Alex. Put you on right on the spot.
Yeah, I was thinking probably give it a month off at least, and then probably towards end of May, I think we'll start season 3.
Okay, lovely. Well, that's it. I don't think I've got anything else to say. That's it. Done.
Yeah, we're done.
We're done.
We're
It's
over.
goodbye from us.
All right.
Goodbye
Bye.
from him.
Bye.
Bye.
Say something like a what's your sign off phrase if you were to like be a celebrity, what would it be?
Bye.
That'd be mine.
Later.
Buzz on.
Well done.
Okay.
Kept waiting.
Thank you.